Hi, it's me again with Corel tips and tricks. Somebody needed help for a travel agent, and they're going to put the name of the company and their logo over here. But this is a pretty cool idea, so he wanted to do a page curl, and I might do a second video, but I think this actually looks better. So we've got the map, and I've got the airplane. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start with a rectangle, and I'm going to take an indexing line and have it snap right to the center. Turn on my indexing lines. Now from that indexing line, I'm going to make this shape. So I'm going to take my 3-point curve line and I'm going to go from about right there and just follow along. I'm going to just curve it up to like right there and kind of give it a curve. Then I'm going to come off this line. I'm going to go to about right here. I'm going to give it a curve. And this would be your personal preference on what you think looks the best. That looks pretty good. So what we can do before we move it, we could go ahead and take the Smart Fill tool, if we don't have any leaks, and put on a gray, fill that in. Then we could go ahead and use the Interactive Fill tool and just kind of go top there. Normally I put black, but I think the white looks kind of good. Let's get back when it's zoomed in, and let's make it a little grayer, maybe. And you could add another white in here if you wanted to. We don't want too much. That might be too much. Anyway, let's call that good. Now I'm going to take away the outline. Well, maybe I can't. Tell you what, let me see what my nudge factor is set at, 10 inches. Let's move that out of the way. We'll just delete that outline. Then we'll bring this right back. So I'm going to Control D, making a duplicate of it. Then I'm going to get my two-sided arrow and I'm going to go just like this. And there you have it. Now it shouldn't leak. We're going to use a gray in there. And that looks pretty good. And you could play around with it. I think my first one actually looks a little better. But he's going to get he already sees this, and so I'm just showing him how to do it. Let's go ahead and set our plane in there. It's a pretty nice looking plane. I'm going to group it together, and I'm going to have it snap to that line. And then he can, so you can't see it, so go to Object, Order, Front of Page. And he can decide how big the plane is and put the company's logo in here. Now, for the map, and you could have any part of the world in it. I would say maybe more of the United States. I think this person's from the United States, but we're going to take the Smart Fill tool and fill that in. And I'm going to nudge it over. That's going to give us a reference, and I'm going to put the picture on top. And because we can see the sky, the grays on top, and of course you could move your map down. Just don't move this, and select both and go to Intersect. And then move it over and look at that. That's pretty cool. I would maybe change this up a little bit. You know, you could still get back to the Interactive Fill tool and maybe make it a little grayer, or maybe not. Maybe, let's see what it looks like if we put a little bit darker, because you don't know what the other side of the poster board looks like. Now, the only sad thing, you could either do two things if you wanted them equal. You just have to delete that one, Control D and make a duplicate. Whoop. I Control E, Control D to make a duplicate while holding down the two-sided arrow. This way they're equal. That's pretty cool. Anyway, I hope that helped them a little bit. Thank you for watching. I like the idea.